Welcome back, Hampton Roads. I am Galen Callahan, and I am the Horticulture Extension Agent with Virginia Cooperative Extension in the city of Hampton. And we're talking about planting trees today. It's a new year, and I'm already looking forward to and planting my spring garden. And if you're someone like me, you will have trees to plant next season. Today, I am joined by a few Hampton Extension Master Gardener tree stewards and the staff at Bluebird Gap Farm to help me demonstrate the process of planting a tree. The trees in this video were planted back in late fall, but late winter and early spring are good times to plant trees as well. You want to make sure the ground isn't frozen. Also, be mindful that young saplings are susceptible to their roots drying out in the cold and cannot withstand wind, ice, and snow. And while you can plant trees in the summer, I don't generally recommend it due to the significant amount of watering required and the heat that can certainly add stress to the tree as well. So if you can wait until late winter, spring, or fall, that is optimal. Now, before planting, you want to make sure that your planting site is an area that drains well. You can do a perk test or a soil drainage test in order to determine if your soil is well draining. Once you've determined that the planting site is well draining, start digging a hole that's about the same depth as the tree's root ball and 3 times as wide as the same container, just to start. You may need to extend the width of the hole based on the length of the roots once the tree is out of the container. Once you take the tree out of its container, separate those large roots and spread them out in the hole to help them continue growing outward. Be sure to check the root flare for any girdling roots or circling roots to prevent any issues with strangulation of the trunk in the future. Be sure to check for and expose the root flare to ensure that the crown is receiving oxygen. When it's not exposed, you run the risk of planting too deep and suffocating the tree. Make sure the tree is straight and carefully cover the roots with the soil that you dug out for the hole. You want your tree to grow and acclimate to the natural soil conditions of the site. If you add any amendments, such as compost, the tree roots may not grow outwards, which will anchor the tree, and instead establish only in the amended area. Add mulch over the planted area to protect the roots from the heat and cold and also retain moisture. Be careful not to volcano mulch and avoid mulching next to the root flare and trunk. Give the tree a good watering after mulching. You may also place a tree guard or a tree wrap around the trunk or build some fencing around the tree to further protect it from wildlife and any contact with mechanical equipment such as lawnmowers and string trimmers. And with that, your young tree is off to a great start. Thank you for joining. We'll see you next time, and happy gardening.